Welcome to Bloodmaul Slag Mines, a place of fire and slavery. We've got some quick trash here. Stay out of the ogre's crush attack. It leaves a small cloud and rocks. Overseers cast Suppression Field, which can be interrupted. It leaves a small purple puddle on the ground that silences anyone in it. The really important one to interrupt, though, is Subjugate. This one is cast on a player that stuns them. Lava Burst from the mages can also be interrupted. You can go either way in this hallway here, but many people start with the right. I've only seen a handful go left first. Now the boss, Slave Watcher Crush 2. He casts a ferocious yell, and his wardens cast a frightening roar that fears players and should be taken care of with an interrupt. He also puts a spike that he'll kick and knock a player back. This can be sidestepped quite easily. His Wild Slam targets one player and jumps on them, which does a pretty good amount of damage as well. You can make your way through the hallways to the next boss either way, but the more common one is to go back towards the front door and then over to the other side. Leading to the boss, we have a lot of fire and earth elementals to deal with along the way, not too much trouble. Now Magmolitus, which starts with Forge Master Gogda, who seems to have made a mistake with some elementals. The Forge Master brings out a Servant of Flame and a Servant of Earth. The Servant of Earth does a frontal cone crush to stay out of, but both of these go down easy. When the Forge Master dies, Magmo comes out of the forge. His Slag Smash is an AoE around him that will stun and does a fair amount of damage, so get out. His Molten Impact should be taken away from the group. Back to that hallway and towards the rest of the dungeon. Again, more of the same ogres, but we have one special mob along this part of the hallway. Slagma pops out of the lava pool on the edge and just casts at us. He doesn't move, so if you want to fight other mobs with him, bring them to the worm. Rotal is another fire elemental, and the biggest thing he does is Fiery Boulder. He'll call down 3 of them, and their order will be random, so they will hit either the middle or either side. They do come back along the same path on the bridge, however I've rarely seen him last that long. Still a good thing to remember so you don't get yeeted off the side. Yeah, it happens. The ogre on here are pretty easy to deal with, and they're not very scary. The ogres right before the boss, though, have a Channel Flames, which is a frontal cone from them, and these hit hard and can only be stunned. Also watch out, because they like to all cast it at once, and you might be in overlapping ones. Their exploding flames can be interrupted, and I remember this one being pretty mean too. And finally, Gugrock. Interrupt his Molten Blast as it's not very fun, and he will also put out a magma eruption under each player. Simply move out of those before they fully appear, and you won't get hurt. And that's it for Bloodmaul Slag Mines. As always, I stream over on twitch.tv/senpai90. Thanks for watching, love you 3000, and happy time walking.